Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. It is Monday morning of the new year. The first Monday. First Monday, 2021. Ah, eh. And man, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of it I don't make New Year's resolutions. What I do, or I've started doing, is I like to do an evaluation of how things went. So when I look back at 2020, I look at all of my mistakes and my miracles, my blessings, and my skills that I've learned. What books have I read? What friends have I made? What relationships have I repaired? Or what relationships I've let go? You know, and I think, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think our problem, especially with the horrendous year we've had in 2020, is we keep looking for a reset. We keep looking for that do-over button. And life just isn't like that. And I think that's why we keep repeating our same patterns of dysfunctional behavior, because we're looking for a do-over instead of looking to learn from where we came from. I remember I was telling a client a couple weeks ago that we never start from the bottom. When we fall, relapse, make a mistake, whatever, we don't start from the beginning again. Because, excuse me, in order to do that, you'd have to have amnesia and forget everything you've experienced to create that failure. It's kind of like, you guys know when I had, when I was quarantined with the corona, I finally broke down and I bought me a PlayStation 4. I didn't want to get a PlayStation 5. I'm not that serious. The PlayStation 4 was fine because I haven't had a game system in probably about 25 years. So it's all new to me. So I was playing Resident Evil, and I'm playing the levels and I'm dying, and then I'd come back to life and do it again, and every time I died, I learned. I said, oh, okay, that monster's gonna jump out of the roof, so I'm gonna have my shotgun ready to blast it in the face. I mean, and it was a fun game. It was a fun game. Um, but I believe life is like that. Every time we fall, every time we die, every time we have a heartbreak, a disappointment, a betrayal, you should be learning from that experience. And I say should because as human beings, we are the most intelligent creatures or the most stupid creatures on the planet. Animals learn from mistakes. They will not do the same thing over again. But we, with our incredible intelligence and our unique mind and personality and characteristics, we will create this pattern of stubborn behavior to do the same thing over again. The same thing that didn't work the first time. The same thing that didn't work the second time. The same thing that didn't work the 100th time. We will do it again. And I see that with myself and with my friends and clients. We're in relationships, we'll repeat the same thing. We'll start pushing people away. We'll start doing the whole codependency thing. We'll start trying to fix other people's stuff. We'll repeat the same mistakes. I've got people who repeat the same mistake of not taking care of themselves. And they're at the bottom of the list. If not, sometimes some of them aren't even on the list because they're taking care of everybody else. And then they blow up. They blow out because they're exhausted and they're tired and they're unhealthy. With food, you repeat the same mistake of not identifying your triggers to eating when you're stressed and not replacing that behavior with carrot sticks. But seriously, I mean, when I was with Leslie Belmore, one, it was uncomfortable. I think I talked about this a long time ago when she was my food coach, because she was like a food therapist for me. I mean, she would go there about my intimate connection with food and how serious it was, and even to this day. And I'm gonna give you an example. We were coming back. Me and my wife went away for a weekend trip, and we were coming back Sunday morning, and we got a little breakfast at Dunkin' Donuts, and I got a sandwich and a donut, and I'm eating it and everything, da 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 da. And I started eating my donut, my little cake donut, and one of a chunk of the cake donut fell, onto the car floor, and I looked at that chunk of donut on the floor the whole way home. Saying, maybe I could just reach over and just kind of blow on it and eat it. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, I was obsessed with it. I threw it away. Don't worry, I did not eat it. But to understand that and not accept the behavior, first we have to understand why we do what we do. I mean, there's a reason why we keep repeating the same behaviors in our relationships. There's a reason why we keep repeating the same behaviors in our addiction. There's a reason why we keep repeating the same behaviors with our self-esteem. And you have to we look, if y'all are as old as me, let me take this hat off, it's getting hot in here. If y'all are as old as me, yeah, don't you think it's time you started learning instead of complaining about your life? Learning to excel, to overcome. I mean, and that's why I listen to my motivational tapes in the morning, because they don't let me off the hook. They don't give me the option to quit. And so I keep trying new techniques to hold me accountable, new strategies to increase the intensity of my workout. New things to help me eat better, healthier. And I get a little bit better every day, just a smidge. And it's the same with this year. What did you learn? What did you learn from 2020? What did you learn from the coronavirus? What did you learn? I learned that I need to have more workout equipment at home in case there's another shutdown. I learned I learned a better way to wear my mask. I was watching this one dude, the Canadian prepper, and he was just talking about how we don't even wear our masks correctly. Because if you're going out with your mask, you should wash your mask when you come home, or change your mask. You shouldn't wear the same thing over and over and over again, and not because I got like the M95 whatever mask, and I got the little carbon inserts, and I was wearing my mask all week, without even changing the insert on the inside. And he was just saying that you should be washing your mask every day. At the very least, spray the outside of it with some Lysol. Do something, but don't just put it in your pocket and pull it out again. If you're serious about staying healthy with the potential of what you're doing with the coronavirus, you know the other thing, what about finances, did you learn to save and start making investments, so in case we're laid off? I mean, what's the backup plan? Everybody should have learned from 2020 to have a backup plan. We can't depend on the government. We can't depend on family members sometimes. I mean, I was talking to a friend, and I said, "Yo, man, look, I know ideally in the perfect world, we should all have this Leave It to Beaver, Bill Cosby family, that's always there when we need them. But this is the real world, and sometimes family can be, how can I put it? Sometimes family can be disappointing, and that's just life. Just because they're family doesn't mean they don't have issues too. Chances are that if you have issues, I guarantee you they have issues too. And you got to, I learned from 2020 to be more forgiving, to be more patient, to come up with different strategies to reduce stress and love people more. And I'm just going to carry it over into 2021 to build upon the skills I learned from 2020. I'm not doing a reset. I'm continuing the process of being better. And I guess that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. Learn from your past. Don't let your past be a chain. Learn from it. Build from it. There's strength in our failures. So that's my little message for this morning. I got some phone calls to make. Got to call my mama, see how she's doing, and a couple of my friends. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Peace.